planning to travel with pets this summer and looking for some advice? Well, in today's Helen Magazine segment, I'm joined by Lori Koravu from the Purdue Veterinarian for the Purdue Veterinary Wellness Clinic, who's here to tell us more. Thanks for being here.
Thank you very much.
Well, we're also joined by Josie here.
Yes. Yep, she is a 5-year-old Sheltie. She's my own little dog, and she does go traveling with us frequently. And my first advice to anyone is really to maybe plan a trip to your veterinarian first and make sure that your pet's healthy. Make sure you can flea prevention, heart prevention, make sure you have current records, vaccination records with you, and maybe any medications that you might need to take with you as well. And you know that they're the great person to ask for advice if you're concerned about traveling with your pet.
And how common is it for people to travel around with their pets? Because it seems like you see it more and more, and really how safe is it too?
Well, I think it is relatively safe, and I think more than 50% of Americans travel with their pet every year. So it's very common, and whether you're going by car or by plane, there's just some things that you probably should know and check out. And that's where your veterinarian is going to be a great resource for that.
And when you do have pets in the car, are there certain things that you need to know? Should you belt them in? Should you put them in a carrier?
Definitely if they're in a carrier or a crate or a seatbelt harness, so that, obviously sometimes we stop abruptly. We want to make sure that they stay safe as well. The kitties, they like to travel around, get under your feet. That's probably not the safest place for them to be. So even though they may not appreciate the carrier or the crate, it probably is something that they should get accustomed to, especially if you're going to travel with them, because it's going to be the safest place for them.
And what about keeping them cool in the car? Is that something? Is that a concern as well? Making sure that they feel comfortable.
Sure, and being consistent is important. At the same time they get breakfast, it should be the same time they get breakfast while you're on your trip. Making sure you stop, every 2 to 3 hours, and take a jug of water with you so you have your water already set and ready to go. You don't have to worry about finding water while you're on the road. And just giving them those breaks is really important, just like it is for you.
And what about getting cats into the cat carrier? Because that can be quite a predicament.
It can be quite challenging, and probably my tip for that is that there is, you can put catnip in there. Some cats really like catnip. There's a pheromone spray that can kind of help relax the kitty. But the best way, if you've got a cat that's a little bit unruly, is I tend to sit the carrier upright and have the top up here, and then I put the kitty in butt first.
Okay. So then they can't really force themselves out. Just stuff them down in there. All right. Well, thanks for being here today. Appreciate it. A lot of people will be traveling with their pets, no doubt, especially in this hot weather. Good to know. All right. Well, coming up at 6:30.